Alright, so this is a review on hearing protectors. This is a pretty basic hearing protector. It's very sturdy and durable. I'd say you probably could get that around 15 bucks in pretty much any store that sells lawn equipment. Moving on, this is a purchase from Lowe's. It is Worktunes by 3M. And I paid $49 for this set of headphones, and they are absolute junk. I purchased them about 3 months ago, and they no longer work. As you can see, after a couple drops, the cap for the volume control broke off. And another flaw about this design, they were very cheaply made. A problem that I have with it is I'm on a lawnmower for about 10 hours a day, give or take. And the problem I have with these, other than the fact that they're broken, is the hearing protectors slide up and down along this steel band. And they flow very freely, and that's not a good thing. Once I adjust it to my head, and some bouncing around happens and any kind of movement, these end up sliding down, and it's very uncomfortable, and they don't sit properly on my ear. And just as for the construction, very, very cheaply made. Every time they drop the inside cup for my ear, these pop off. I've had the battery case pop open. If you're not doing any kind of heavy work and you want something cheap and quick, these are for you. But even then, still, for $50, they're cheap crap. Also, another thing I'd like to note upon is where the antenna is located. It's not protected, it's just out in the open, very flimsy, as you can see. After, I want to say that happened after about 2 weeks. Just broke open, very, very cheaply made, not too fun. Real quick, I'd also like to touch upon what I mean by it broke. What I mean by that is not the knob that broke off, it plain doesn't work. I checked the connections on the batteries, and it's just, this is actually loose now. I'm not sure. It's just garbage. If I really wanted to, I could take it apart, but it's just a piece of garbage. Moving on to the review of the product that I just purchased. This is the 3M Peltor Alert. It has a NRR rating of 25. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I believe it has to do with the hearing protection they offer. I believe it's an OSHA rating. Here's the exact model right there. Just to start, when you pick this up, it feels very sturdy. It's just very well made. Funny thing is, it's also made by 3M, but this is just, when you pick it up, you can tell the difference. Price difference, this was $20, $50. With shipping, I paid about $125, and so far it's just absolutely worth it. To start, I'd like to note how, if you remember what I was talking about on these other hearing protectors, how they slide up and down on my head. Seeming as though they have nearly the same construction, these have a rubber stopper, or a rubber wedge. So once you set the height that is desired for your head, it stays there and it will not move. I've tried them out for the past couple days, and I have not had any problems whatsoever. Moving on to the batteries. This is screwed on, so there's no way when you drop this that the batteries will come flying off and your lid will break off. Again, very sturdy. Next thing I'd like to note is, if you compare where the antennas are on the two, this is just right in the open, not protected by anything, very wobbly. And also it's a little bit longer. Compared to the Peltor Alert model, the antenna is a little bit shorter. And if you notice where it's located on the headphones, it's located in the rear. So you're facing this way, the antenna's in the back, and it's protected partially by the side rail. So if you're going to hit anything, it's going to hit your face first, and it's protected, very well protected. Again, as opposed to the Worktunes, it's just, I mean, it's a little further back, but it's still just sticking up so much wide open. The next thing I would like to note upon is the reason this is called an alert model is because if you look right here, this knob right here turns on your surround, and basically what that means, when you put hearing protectors on, generally you can't hear anything outside other than what's playing inside your headphones, if anything at all. However, these are two microphones, and what they do, they pick up outside sound and they censor it to a level of safe hearing, and I believe they also amplify it if it's low sounds. So what that means is if I'm on my lawnmower, I can still hear everything outside. It will just censor the sound of the lawnmower to a safe hearing level, as well as if I'm just walking around, I can hear crickets. It's so sensitive. And finally, onto the radio. The second knob right here is for your radio, and it's just a lot easier to tune in your radio. Very sensitive dial. I feel like it also helps auto-tune. I'm not sure what's going on there, but the radio clarity is a lot better as well. And I believe also with these, there is an accessory port right here, which I haven't done all the reading in the manual yet, but it appears you can have a pair of, it appears you can have a microphone, and it looks like that plugs into a phone or something of the sort. And this concludes my review on, again, the 3M Peltor and the Worktunes and just your standard hearing protectors. Finally, I'd like to conclude the standard hearing protectors do a great job of cupping your ears. You know, that's what they're built to do. These, in my opinion, they eventually loosen up, and as you can see, they're starting to part, as opposed to these, you know, they're still together, which means they hug your head a lot better. And with the Peltor, I mean, they're brand new, so I'm sure I'm going to get somewhere, but as for right now, they really hug your head. Alright, and that concludes my review. Thank you for watching.